Clarence Hill, Rick Herron, Texas Stadium. Holy cow, the Cowboys have lost. 16-0 is not going to happen. They lose to the Redskins 26-24. How the heck did this happen?
Holy cow, the former Cubs announcer's up in here.
Holy cow, 11-point spread.
You Harry Carey now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get my glasses in a minute. But 11-point spread on this game. How does this happen?
Well, it didn't happen because Jerry Jones told me earlier in the week that
thanks for that.
The thing that he worried most about this team, where everybody getting them pats on the back, was how they would handle prosperity. And remember, this team did not handle prosperity well last year. They beat the Eagles, they beat the Packers. A lot of people were saying they're the best team in the NFC, and a lot of people were talking about, hey, them at least starting 8-0 and having a good run, and they go out here and they come out flat. I think they were outplayed, they were out hit, they were out hustled. They had a lot of mental gaps tonight, and they got beat by a good team. This Redskins team looked bad in week 1. They've won 3 straight games, and hey, they're for real.
Surprising the Cowboys lost. Not surprising who the big player was for Washington. Santana Moss is a Cowboy killer. He does it every time. It's fitting that he goes out in this style tonight. Big plays all night. He had more than 100 yards in the first half.
One of my favorite quotes, Santana Moss says after the game, "I love this stadium, and this stadium loves me."
Still doubt about that.
and I guess the sad part of Santana Moss, this is the last game in this historic rivalry at Texas Stadium, and the bad thing for the Cowboys is they go out with a loss. With a loss, and the Redskins' new coach, he's undefeated at Texas Stadium. They will be going to the new digs in Arlington next year, and hopefully the Cowboys will be able to have them all over there.
There's no doubt. That's a team to deal with in the NFC. I mean, they've jumped out there. The Eagles have come out. Now the NFC East is looking like a tough task for the Cowboys to win.
Well, they've said all along that this division was the strongest division in the league, and you look, what the Giants are undefeated. We know what the Eagles have. Obviously, the Cowboys beat us here, and the Redskins, they're on the come. They're on the new coach. They're getting better. Jason Campbell outplayed Tony Romo tonight. The Washington defense outplayed the Cowboys defense. Now we're without their best defensive player, Jason Taylor, and they got after the quarterback. They didn't have their best pass rusher.
Let's talk about the Cowboys offense. No Felix Jones. Not one touch. Why did he not touch the ball?
Well, he didn't touch the ball because they were behind, and they don't really trust him blocking the blitz.
Well, they did against the Eagles.
In the past mode, but there was a different type game. But, they didn't trust him. They stopped throwing. And forget Felix Jones. Marion Barber was.
Where was the running game? No.
Yeah,
they were loading the box. Jason Garrett, the offensive coordinator, said they were committing more people to the run. That took that away. They had to be effective enough passing to pull them out. They weren't.
Well, and they didn't get it done on the ground. This is supposed to be an offense where it's pick your points. If you stop the run, then we're going to beat you there. Well, the Cowboys didn't do either tonight. They were out physical, then out muscle T.O. on the outside, and they couldn't get anybody else over for big plays down the field. Up front, this Cowboys' monstrous, massive offensive line was beat physically and mentally. They gave up plays.
Barber 8 carries, 26 yards tonight.
He didn't do anything. And again, Tony Romo, the glamour boy, he had another crucial interception. He's had a turnover.
Yeah, that was a killer. That was a field goal.
Turnover each of the Cowboys' first 3 games. But the thing is, when we talk about how they got beat physically, and you look at the game, the Redskins should have won, but the Cowboys had a chance to win. But again, the 12 men on the field. I mean, down late, hoping to get the Redskins off.
And coming off a timeout, there should be no problem with that being set up. The personnel should be on the field. They got all that time.
Hoping the Redskins get off. It was 3rd and 2. They stopped them on 3rd and 2, holding them to 1 yard, but they got flagged for 12 men on the field. Patrick Watkins
should have left the field. Pac-Man Jones came on for the coverage. He should have came off.
And the killer was the time, because yes, they kicked the field goal, they would have got one anyway, but another 3 minutes and 32 seconds without the clock.
A lot of time.
And then when you're trying to come back and win a game, it just wasn't enough for the Cowboys.
Well, now the Cowboys try to pick up the pieces. They've got Cincinnati and St. Louis. I mean, there's 2 more wins they should have right there.
The next 3 games are Cincinnati, Arizona, and St. Louis. Cincinnati and St. Louis are winless, and Arizona's 2-2, and they usually play pretty well out in Arizona. So they should get better. And they should win these 3 games and get some momentum back.
Get back to 6-1.
Coming in, they got Tampa Bay at home, and then they go to New York. So we're going to find out all about the Cowboys.
And no real injuries for tonight for the Cowboys. They should be all good going into the Cincinnati game.
Just mentally they're hurting.
Mentally they're hurting. They're picking up the pieces and they don't.
Yeah.
He's Clarence. I'm Rick. Thanks for watching.